Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Snowy day. Ain't much to do but watch a little fishing on TV. But thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Going to do a little bit of what are you seeing today. Got some screenshots with analysis today. Going to break down some of the things I see in them. You know, just want to remind everybody, thank y'all for watching the channel and subscribing. We're at 62 and a half now. Not that far away. I mean, we're closing in every single day. I mean, we're flying. I would say by the end of April, middle of May, we ought to be really close to the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. Don't forget, go visit the companies that are supporting this 10,000K giveaway. You don't have to buy anything, but take a look at them. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at how good the products are. They put out great products. And Chatty Boys is your oh, there she is. There she is. She loves to put on a show for the camera. And there's my son over there watching a little YouTube. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I think you'll like this one. Put a little fishing clip in here also. And remember, hit the bell. Let's get straight into it here. This is a very cool little video I shot with the GT54. Right here on the left side, you can see, looks like 5 different fish. Now, you really can't see the signatures of those 5 fish, but you can tell by the shadows. Sometimes the shadows tell you more than anything. And the little Garmin Guru baby, she's wanting to climb up here and watch. But right now what we're doing is we're in a little pond that's off of the main lake. And as we come up to the edge of the pond, in the bottom left-hand corner, I don't have the depth on the top left-hand corner, but in the new operating system, the depth always shows in the bottom left-hand corner. So you can clear up that screen for a lot of more information. Now we're starting to come up to the edge of this pond. And on the edge of the pond is grass. I mean, when I say it is a solid mass of grass, big flat right here, and it gets up to really shallow. And as we go across, there's not much to see right here because I'm really just crossing a bunch of grass. But I do want to bring to the attention that how thick this grass is. And my Garmin Force, and I'm not a salesman for it, but I got to tell you, it's the best trolling motor I've ever owned. I've had Minn Kotas that would not go through this same path, and trust me, I go into this same pond every year and look for bedding fish. It's a little bit early. They weren't quite in there, but I go in there and look at all the times. But you can see at just the fact that the grass is matted all the way to the surface by the fact that you don't see much outside of that middle line. And there's actually a cypress tree right here. You can tell the cypress tree by the long shadow. But when we get through the grass mat here is when we really get to see some really good stuff here. And if you hear that in the background, that's Bassmaster Classic. My little girl may change it here before we get, she's got a hold of the remote. All right, now we're starting to come out of this grass. It's starting to come out of this grass. You can see it beginning to sparse up a little bit. That's where these fish get, right on the edge of these grass. They tuck back in them pockets a little bit. But the first thing we're going to look for is on the right-hand side of the screen. And you can see I almost hit it. I mean, I'm not very far from actually hitting this, and it wouldn't be the first time I almost hit a stump in a video. But on the right side, and I'm going to do a little screenshot here, you can see that big tree. And you can tell it's a tall tree, and it comes up high to the surface by the length of the shadow. Now, here's another one. On the left side of the screen, now this stump right here, and I'm going to zoom in on this stump. Look at the detail of this stump. But I'm going to tell you something. I have caught so many fish. Look at the root detail on that. I have caught so many fish on that particular stump. These fish gang up on it. Now, there's one more thing in this. There's one more thing right here. It's a little isolated patch of grass. It's away from every other grass. And for some reason, I have caught the dog mess out of these fish in that little isolated patch of grass. On the left side, looks like a bunch of like tree limbs or something piled up there. It's really hard to tell for some reason what that is, but you can tell it's pretty tall. But what I have circled right here is right on the edge of this channel. And you can tell the channel because it starts to get deeper, noticing how the black gets larger. It was 3 fish right on the edge of the channel. And there were a little school of them right there. But we're going into the channel right here. And I'm going to put a screenshot up, and I'm going to highlight the channel. You see I've drawn some lines right here. You can see the bright edges where the edge of the channel falls off. You see that dark bottom. Yeah, I see it too, darling. You can see that dark bottom. And now we're starting to climb back up out of the creek channel there. You notice that channel is real definitive. I turned the trolling motor a little bit there. That's why it kind of got a little smeared. But I know it. I know it. But there's one more thing I want to highlight before we get off of this video. And I know you've seen so many of my forward tests and everything, and there's the one bush. It's the magic bush. I always call it the magic bush because I've caught so many white perch and crappie out of it. It's unreal. It's okay. And here it is coming up on the right side of the screen. And I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to zoom it in, take a little screenshot here. That is the bush that's in so many tests. There it is right there. And so you can see it. Okay, Daddy give you sugars. You can see that bush so well. But notice when you look at it from the back, and I'm only going out 45 feet to both sides, you'll notice one thing, that bush ain't very big. And I know it. You know, a lot of times on forward view, it looks large, but in reality, it's not a monstrous treetop. And so you got to be real careful and really study your maps and your graphs here as you're going to really find those hidden bushes. Now, I went right over the top of it because I knew right where it was, but if you don't go right over the top of it, you know, you could very easily miss a brush top or something like that. Okay. So guys, how'd you like that? I hope that one helped out a little bit. That's some good stuff right there. You know, as we approach the spawn, it's never too late to start thinking about the post spawn. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Say hello. Oh, it's never too early to start thinking about post spawn and places they're going to pull off to, because those are also the spots they pull up to in pre-spawn. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Remember, hit the bell. Still working on the shirts for the St. Jude thing. And just be watching on the page for that. Love the page interaction on Facebook. That is awesome. And hey, just thank you again. It's flying. It's flying. We're getting closer and closer every minute.